I'm back. On my phone this time. Tried, couldn't figure it out. Sorry. Take two. Let everyone know where we are. Sorry about that. Hey, dog. Back again, man. Sorry about that, eh? I'm not as good with my tech as you guys. I dropped another wrap this morning, eh, dog? The R wrap. I've got another one to do, S wrap. Giving myself a lot of work. Just going to post this up over on Steam and Discord. Get the convo going. Post. Oh, great thumbnail fish. Yeah, you saw the wrap? I'm getting better with my recording, like the tech side of recording it, but I just can't figure out streaming that well still, so I'm just using my phone. Anyway, it's all good. Hey, cool news. I got a confirmation this morning. A confirmation on another PIVX inductee to the PIVX surfing team. Stoked. Got an acceptance of an offer this morning for a longboard rider in Victoria. So really stoked about that. We've now got two bodyboarders, a shortboard rider and a longboard rider. So looking to build that team, obviously. Australian based at the moment. Oh, okay, you're streaming on the PS4. All right, man. All right, cool. I know you got the tech side of things covered. I got to learn from A-Dog. Discord. I'm just going to jump over there and post up and let everyone know we're here. Again. Crypto chat. Oh, sorry. Live now, guys. Live again. Yeah, so that's a funny one. Agent Smith has just said, what does throwing shuckers mean? It's part of the lyrics of my crypto rap from this morning. That's a shaka, bro. So, yeah, just responding to a question from Agent Smith from our Discord group, actually. So, yeah, we're just waiting for the people to come over because I came and tried a live stream and it failed. So I'm back and I'm on mobile to talk about crypto today. One of the main things I want to discuss today is the Bitcoin dominance restoring. It's pushing well up towards that 50 or over that 50% mark as we predicted. And what does that mean? What does the future hold for Bitcoin? Is it mainly to do with the airdrop coins, the Bitcoin Gold and the B2X that we will be receiving free of charge for holding those Bitcoin, or is it more to do with the recent announcement and implementation of Ledger X, which is something that Agent Smith has brought to our attention over on the Discord group? So yeah, it's an interesting conversation for today. I'm just going to go through the market as usual to start. Hey, going to run through the market as usual to start off. Are you just waking up? You do know what time it is, right? Kids. Anyway, I'm going to get onto the market and have a look at what we've got today. We were going to try and bring this up on the screen for you, but I was lagging, so we'll figure it out. Maybe I have to, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, but I will. I'm tenacious. Yeah, Bitcoin's hit 4,600, so big run up over the last 24 hours for the top market coin. 4% is a nice movement up. Let's move on to the market before we talk too much more about that. Just check out the altcoins. It has been a bit of an altcoin bloodbath, as the title of this suggests. So there's plenty of good buying around at the moment for the people who are interested in the altcoin market and enjoy some of the value propositions out there. One of Jordan's new favourite word. He likes to burn me on all the words that I repeat constantly, like value proposition, retracement. He's cheeky kid, right? Anyway, let's keep having a look. Ethereum's at $306.97, so it has experienced a small retracement. Hey, Gregory Beebe, I'm not sure we've met before. Nice to see you, man. Hey, Eddie, how are you, bro? Yeah, man, can of whoop ass open today for sure. Hey, Nizam, good to see you, man. Yeah, big can of whoop ass open up today. The altcoin market's bleeding. Hey, one really outstanding difference to that is Ripple. Ripple's had a 15% gain, and I know that Ethercept jumped in pretty hard on Ripple, liked it for about 15 to 20, I think it was about 15% of his overall portfolio, so he will be doing backflips this morning. Oh, you got in around May, same time as me, Gregory Beebe. No joke, man. May was exactly the first month I got into it. I used to trade fiats and commodities, stocks, I've had a varied background in business, but my cousin was actually on the Bitcoin bandwagon early. He was on the board in 2013, 2014. And he only just was able to convince me to have a look at it this year. So a little late to the party, but I'm still here. You got into Ripple. That's great to see. Yeah, you moved from stocks to crypto, US stocks. Cool, man. I was trading on the ASX, the Australian stock market, and also fiats and commodities. So I like trading oil and gold. Hey, ACU5, good to see you in the chat, man. Hey, I'm going to have my stuff hopefully set up soon so I can do stuff like you did the other night with that Google Hangout. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm not sure how long the overall convo went for, but I was invited over to ACU's channel to have a look at, to talk about Bitcoin. It was a super interesting conversation. Like, I'm not ACU, and I'm not sure the guest name, but they are massive Bitcoin fans. They'd be loving the action today for sure. But it was a great convo because it was really balanced. We weren't attacking each other. You know, obviously I'm a fan of the altcoin market. I work for PIVX. The late night crypto talk show. Thank you, ACU5. I believe I've subscribed to it. I may not have. Don't know my social media that well. But as I said, I was saying the other day, ACU5, like 40 subscribers. That's an insult to the information that was being provided on that channel. Very, very knowledgeable guest, and obviously yourself as well. So thanks very much for the invite over there. I certainly enjoy those. You've just started, cool. Yeah, well, I'm assuming you're going to pick up some supporters really quickly, man, because again, I don't know the guest's name, but really good chat over there. We had a difference of opinion. Obviously, I love the altcoin market. Yourself and your guest are more strong on Bitcoin. I also love Bitcoin. We established that, but it was a really good debate. I enjoyed it, man. Rocky Palumbo, thank you. Rocky Palumbo. Yeah, really intelligent guy. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the discussion, and thank you for inviting me over for that, ACU5. We'll certainly pay that favour back and get you in here when we can figure out our tech side of things. But no, really cool information, man. Talking about some really, really good stuff on Bitcoin over there. I don't know how long the convo ended up going for, but I'm sure if you rock over to ACU5's channel, you'll be able to check that out. It was a pretty cool convo. I just got in on chat because I didn't really have my tech set up to get on Google Hangout, but it was a good one. Enjoyed it. Ripple is one that's really, really bucked the trend. It was 2 hours. You made it 1. Okay, you've chopped it down. Thanks for that, man. It was cool. I think it's cool that we get, you know, even people who have slight differences of opinions just getting forward and discussing it. I think that's great. We don't need to attack each other in the process, and the way we did it was perfect, man. I loved it. I enjoyed the convo, so thank you again. Ripple, up 15% in the last 24 hours. Big gainer. Look, I know that Agent Smith, after just constant harassment from me, has got out of it. Jordan's holding a bit. Jordan got into it. Well done to Geordie. Crypto newbie. He's only 19 years old. He helped us out with that little interview with Jamie Dimon that I did. I grew a beard in one day and interviewed him yesterday and then shaved it all off. I organised that one a while ago, and I didn't want to re-record it, so I just got Jordan to chop it up and make that video. It's a bit of fun. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's 5 minutes. It's a bit of fun. Pretty interesting that he admits to being headhunted by Lucifer himself. Anyway, moving on. Ripple, well done to the Ripple investors. I always said long term, I think it's a good project. It's just not one that I'm prepared to put money behind. So there we go, and I haven't changed my opinion of that. Still got my $20 wherever it's sitting in an account somewhere in Ripple, which is now worth more, but like I said, I don't really enjoy that. Hey, Eddie. My brother shut off funds into my PIVX account. He was giving me payments. I'll come back to that, man. Sorry, I missed it. Eddie says, my brother shut off funds to my... I'll bring this forward so you can hear it. Sorry. I realise when I face away from the camera it's hard to hear. My brother shut off funds into my PIVX account. He was giving me payments from my Genesis mining contract and stopped it when hit a little over a quarter of BTC. Far out, dude. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, doing business with family and friends can be a treacherous one, man. I've done it all my life, or not all my life, but from probably the age of 26, I came back and worked with the family, and yeah, it's got its pros and cons. Looking for an entry point to buy more BTC. The entry point was a couple of days ago when I texted my mate. I wish I was on the stream, I could show you the text. I actually said to him, 4166 right now. There's good buying. I said it could drop a little further, but you're going to make money in the next 3 weeks on that buy. And it dropped down to 4153, I think, so I was very close. Thanks, Lightspeed. Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. I plan to bring out more videos. I'm a clown, right? And I'm a creative clown. You guys have seen my rap videos and things like that. So I like to try and make it a bit of fun getting involved in crypto. It's a fun space. I hope Mr. Diamond doesn't take any offense to that. And I'd certainly be prepared to interview him for real if he was interested. Thanks for the shout out, Lightspeed. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm going to try and do more stuff like that. We've got a really cool... Look, I made some good... I'm going to drop one on you guys. I've made some good gains trading Litecoin, as you know. I trade Litecoin instead of Bitcoin quite frequently because people don't do the calculations correctly. So you get those jackpot buy and sells. Like I told you about the one on Cryptopia the other day where somebody traded 0.6 of a Litecoin for a full Ether. Amazing. Yeah. You're on chat with Lightspeed right now. Yeah, I had a bit of fun with that interview, man. Yeah, Eddie's just saying he doesn't think that Bitcoin itself will go down to 4,300. He thinks it's bullish at the moment, so it's not gonna go below 4,300. He's going to go and have a look at some of the technicals. So, hey, you're welcome to jump onto Discord as well if you're over there, Eddie, into our Discord group. I'm sure both of us should be happy to have a look at the technicals on Bitcoin itself. But you've got to remember that technicals apply in day-to-day trading much more than they do when announcements and news are coming out. So when you've got Bitcoin forking and people receiving free airdrop coins, that is going to affect it. And obviously you've also got the news, which we'll talk about now, of Ledger X. Now I just want to read you a comment that was posted on our Discord group, and this is why it's so valuable, our Discord group, because it helps us to stay on top of things that are happening. And I just want to read this comment that Agent Smith put in there regarding Bitcoin itself, and perhaps something that people are missing. Like everyone's assuming it's because, including myself, assuming all this action's around the upcoming forks. But Agent Smith had a really good point in here. Let me just read it out to you. Agent Smith, and he is quoting this off another resource group, so I don't want to say it's his own theory. I just want to make that very clear. I don't have the source of that, but I think it's valid and I want to read it to you. The cause of the current BTC run is because Ledger X institutional trading platform launches this week. To even have a Ledger X account, you must prove $10 million of capital and $1 million hedgeable liquidity available for trading to even open an account. This is going to induce the first wave of large institutionalized money into Bitcoin. It's going to be, it's going to begin opening the floodgates for big money to enter the cryptocurrency market. Now, that's good. Because what I've tended to find since I've been in the space, and for that newbie who's been in since May, first time I've seen you in the combo, I can't remember your name already. It's terrible of me. Gregory. I'm sure you'll probably have noticed this as well. The money tends to flow in patterns. It tends to flow into Bitcoin and into Bitcoin first and then through into the altcoin market after that. It's followed that pattern a few times that I've seen, and I am actually expecting that to happen again. I'm not expecting Bitcoin to take massive dives because I think it was undervalued at where it was, simply because of scare tactics, or I won't say scare tactics from China and Korea, but certainly concerning news out of China and Korea, and scare tactics from Mr. Diamond. And someone else, actually. There was a female financial, I can't remember who it was, but she said, oh, Bitcoin's too expensive at the moment. Seriously, we've already had that one pulled on us. Go away, just buy it now. Admit that you were late and just pay the same price everyone else has to. Anyway, yeah, so it's an interesting time coming up in the economy for sure. Yeah, look, I think there could be more bleeding for sure. Hey, Grinkers, how are you, bro? I think there could be more bleeding. I'm not saying that the altcoin market's lost any validity, and I think there's some great projects right now at some great prices. But what I'm saying is that with people so keen to get into prepare themselves for the Bitcoin fork, like I'm still speaking to people up to yesterday who didn't even know about it. So news is still getting around. Now, add to that Ledger X, I just think that I said this days ago, guys. I did. I said the flow's going to come out of the altcoin market into Bitcoin. It's going to retain a dominance of over 50%, or up to and perhaps over 50% as we move towards these forkings. Now, I didn't even take into account Ledger X. So it's Agent Smith, you're absolutely right. Agent Smith just said it's a perfect storm, and it is. It's a perfect storm of bleeding from the altcoin market. But what I try and do is get ahead of the game. As you guys know, I position myself for this pump on Bitcoin. You know that because I told you. I told you it was coming. I haven't sold out of altcoins to do it. Wow. I sold out of a few. Trustcoin was one that went against the grain as well. I got some good sells on that, so that gave me some more Bitcoin as well. But I really, really think that people join all the dots after the event, right? So they go, okay, why is Bitcoin going up? Okay, because they're getting free Bitcoin Gold and free B2X. What is Bitcoin Gold and B2X? Oh, well, Bitcoin Gold's GPU mining, B2X is a cash grab. Did I just say that? So they ask those questions and they go, well, hang on, why did they need to occur? And what are they? Oh, they're altcoins. Okay, so what are they doing? Oh, they're providing a different value proposition to the market than what Bitcoin is. Perhaps looking at different ways of running technology, perhaps moving to proof of stake, perhaps moving to GPU mining, as we're saying with Bitcoin Gold. And so they go, well, hang on. If these need to exist, what are all these other coins and why are they existing? And that's where the money starts to flow in to the altcoins that do have those good value propositions. And you usually see a bit of a shake out of the shit coins in times like this. So if you've picked your good coins, you can hold tight knowing they're gonna bounce back, in my opinion, after the fork, after people get their free shares. The altcoin trading will go crazy again. That's what I think. If you pick the good coins. If you pick the shit coins, they can tend to get shaken out and left down the bottom at a time like this. And I've experienced that myself. So it's a really interesting time in the economy. Agent Smith, yeah. Agent Smith said, I only have paying KMD left. That's only because I refuse to take a loss on anything. Yeah, KMD was good buying, man. I got some of that. I got a few altcoins overnight with the crash because I had some buys set. So I got KMD. I got, I think I got some more pay. Exclusive coin took an almighty dive. I didn't actually have buy orders set on it, but it's a really good trading coin. And it is a masternode coin, so I'm thinking about buying some. I don't know. See, that's the thing though. You want to hold on to your Bitcoin for the free altcoins, and this is the thought process that everyone's going to. I don't really understand. I understand putting some more money into Bitcoin if you've had a run up, taking some profit and holding it in Bitcoin for the fork. But I don't understand selling out now, because if I look at my, I'm going to just bring up my PIVX account and I'll tell you where the figures are just, it's so red that it's not funny. Like massive losses against Bitcoin, and most of them losses in the US dollar value too. So for me, no, it's not a good time to be selling. Not if you've missed the boat on it. We called this days ago. So if you've missed the boat, you haven't positioned yourself well. Now you go, I hold. I stay. I missed it. I'm not going to sell at these lows for any individual altcoin. Even though, yeah, there could potentially be a whole lot more building. Hey, bleeding. Hey, Crypto K. Man, I tried, bro. We tried that first stream and I just could not get it on. Crypto K's a big contributor over at the Discord group, and one of my very respected advisors in the crypto economy. I'd love to get him on for the chat. But unfortunately my text barred me. Sorry, Crypto K. Yeah, so I'm just going to log in. I think a lot of people are playing this. We've been preparing it for a couple of days. At least a couple of days we've been saying this is going to happen. And no, I don't think anyone's really disagreed. So you've all had a similar line of thinking. Oh man, we need to work it out big time. I had it set, but it's stream lagging and all this garbage. Don't know. Maybe we can do a test run on like a unlisted one, and that way if it fails, it doesn't really matter because no one sees it. I'm just going to log into PIVX quickly because I want to show you, like, it's just a bloodbath against the BTC trade. Now, what you've got to remember is your percentages lost are often against the BTC rise, but in this case, dollars have flown out as well on a lot of the coins. One in particular that I saw was Lisk. I haven't seen it that low in a long time, and they're coming up to a rebranding. I just think that might be an opportunity to get in. Now, at the moment, I'm hesitant to say get out of anything Bitcoin because you are gonna get those free coins. Sorry. I think I blew that. Very complex password to get in to my accounts, as can be expected. Hey, Clamps had a game. That's excellent. I sold out of most of that. Had that for ages. Yeah, everything's pretty bloodbathy. Like, I'm looking at pretty much nothing that's not double figure retracements against BTC. Hey, one big standout is Trustcoin, and I actually got a nice buy, sell, buy on this. So I bought, sold, and bought back at good percentages. It's swinging a little bit. I'm going to get back to those comments in a second, guys. I just want to show you Trustcoin quickly because it is one of the few actually weathering the storm quite well. And it's got a nice little shape at the end of this too. If you have a look. Holy moly! This is where Wilkie goes, oh, why didn't I listen to Fish? Why didn't I listen? Fish told me to buy right here. Why didn't I listen to him? Unlucky Wilkie. Agents, the fees for GDAX are free to buy and sell. Yeah, cool. Oh, sorry, you're talking to someone else. I do that often. I'm still learning technology, come on. Anyway, so that's had that massive retracement. Yeah, buy and hodl for sure. MS Bit Ether. I'm not sure I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome. Yeah, that's my strategy. If you've missed the boat, we were calling this a few days ago on the show. We said, look, it's likely that the money's going to flow out of the altcoins and into Bitcoin as we come up to the fork. So we have called it. Anyone who missed the boat on that, don't bother. My personal advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but don't go and sell at lows. That's how you lose in this game. I think the altcoin market will... I'm confident the altcoin market will come back. There you go. Now the altcoin market will definitely come back. We got some pretty cool technology at PIVX as well. I know that we've had the run up, but yeah, it's staying pretty stable considering the big run we had. Like we went right up there, so I was pretty happy about that. We haven't even got. Oh, I got my wallet 3.0.0 downloaded as well. Boom, like that. Just went onto the site pivx.org, hit the download for my wallet that I was looking for the operating system I was using. Look at me using all these technical terms. Anyway, I just hit the download, boom, made sure it was going into the same address, like the same destination. Has he got that right as well? And bang, it did everything for me. My wallet 3.0.0 is up, running, and staking as of this morning. That's why I love PIVX, eh? Well, for a lot of reasons. A, they pay my bills. I do enjoy working over there, but B, it's just so easy to use. I'm so bad with computers. And I was over on our Slack group and I said, poor boy, because he's one of the guys who helps. He's like does a lot of the assistance over there, like technical assistance and just community building and that. And I said, I'm about to do this PIVX wallet upgrade. I said, I'm going to make a video on how to do it. Can you hang around for a second in case I have any trouble? We go, yeah, for sure. There's no point in making a video. It's literally done, easy. So, never owned PIVX ACU5. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I know you love your Bitcoin. And so do I, by the way. Big fan of Bitcoin. I think forever in our economy, it should hold the store of wealth in our economy. I really do believe that. Just to cap off that debate we were having the other day. Now, whether it'll hold #1 spot, I'm not sure. But as a store of wealth, I think it's a brilliant coin. And mad respect to Satoshi. You know that, bro. So... yeah, I still think the altcoin's got a lot of... you've traded it, never held it. Yeah, cool. I know that a lot of the Bitcoin enthusiasts do like to trade the altcoins to try and accumulate more Bitcoin. And that's certainly a certainly a valid strategy if you're a Bitcoin enthusiast or a Bitcoin maximalist. No problem with that at all. That's a valid strategy, especially if you know how to trade, because it's a tradable market, right? So if you're good at that and your strategy is to accumulate more BTC, yeah, I heard you talking about this on your show the other night, but that's a brilliant strategy. That's a great way. Use your trading skills to accumulate more BTC. What else did you talk about the other night, bro? If you've got anything to sell it in BTC. Or PIVX. I know you'll be selling in BTC. That's cool. You know, you can do that. You can think about ways to earn crypto as well. I've worked for PIVX. I did some work for Encryption. So there's definitely different ways to... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? You know who wrote a really good article about this? Valderrama, one of my oldest mates on Steemit when I first travelled into the social media space. I'm not a big fan of social media. I was forced on there when I was captain of Australia back in 2015 going to the World Championship. They said, you have to be on Facebook. I said, oh, okay. So I've never really used social media. I just want to post up an article which explains to you quite well. Now this is PIVX, to be fair. This is a PIVX article, but it's an old mate of mine, Valderrama, from Steemit. I'm just going to see if I can find his account, because he did a article and just basically showed how he's earning money for PIVX. He came in and started doing our community bounty stuff, and he's just started earning PIVX. Just come in. No job application. no resume required. He just came in and said, yep, bang, I'm going to tick off this. And I just want to put that up because it does actually... This will link to his article, but you can use that article to find the link to the... I forget what it's called. I should know this. But it's basically the community building platform of PIVX. Oh, really? I'll get onto that in a second. I'm going to get back to the chat because there's been lots of good stuff coming in. I've kept an eye on it, but I'm trying not to jump around like I do from thing to thing. So let me just get this done, and then we'll come back to the chat and have a look what everyone's been saying. Thanks for that, guys. Let's have a look. Steemit. Where's Valdy? I've got to find him. So if I go there and I go blog, still figuring out all the socials. No. Oh, this chat's getting exciting. I'm building suspense. I've got to do this first. Good chat to come up. I'm going to read it out in a second. Let's have a look. Following. Got to find Valdy. Yeah, wow, Hourglass, that's intense, man. I'm coming back to that big time. I'm going to get onto that right now. I'm just getting this link. I'm getting quicker at this stuff. Yeah, okay, so the title of the article is, Are You a PIVX supporter and do you want to earn some PIV by doing simple tasks? Pretty cool article. Thanks for writing it, Valdy. His name's actually Valderrama. Valderrama, if you want to follow him over at Steemit. He's actually an ex-professional athlete. He was, I think he was on the Dutch national team, and he's also Colombian for fencing. Like Zorro style sort of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, just close that, I'll bring it up, might be a second. But he's a really nice guy. I met him early days over at Steemit. We've chatted a lot of times. I haven't spoken to him in a while actually, but I just noticed this article come up on his feed. And I went, yep, this is cool. So I'm just chucking that in the chat there for you now. And while I'm back at the chat, thank you very much to everyone who's brought this info in. I'm going to bring the computer back in front of me so we can have a look at the bit of the chat that's been happening. Oh, I've got to go back a bit. There's been heaps of chat. Good on you guys. Thanks for contributing. Okay, Hourglass. Do you think it would be good to buy BTC now because everyone is ditching altcoins for the fork? Then when BTC is high and the altcoins are low, jump at the altcoin boat while everything is on sale. Yeah, I think that's great advice, Hourglass. Like, you've got to design your own strategy. For me, I think most people are going to wait As soon as they get those coins, that's when you want to be hitting that altcoin market. If that's what you think the flow of money is going to look like. If you think it's just going to stay in BTC, hold all your BTC. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's a perfectly good strategy going forward. I think BTC is a long way off where it will hit in terms of all-time highs. I don't think we're even close. So, yeah, in answer to that question, Hourglass, I think it's a good strategy. Timing is everything, bro. You've got to be ahead of the game. But you've got to wait long enough to get the full advantage out of your asset being BTC at this point. That being an asset because it's about to create your residual income in Bitcoin Gold and B2X. So timing is everything. Yeah, so that's what I think. Agent Smith says, hey guys, I just want to mention if you're buying BTC, check out Gemini. The fees are way better than Coinbase and GDAX. Thank you very much, Agent Smith. CryptoK says he buys long, he must have been responding to a question, but he buys long-term based on development and roadmap. Very good advice, CryptoK. Good idea to check out the teams, how often the development targets are being ticked off, what the development targets are, what their roadmap looks like going forward. Excellent advice. CryptoK says the fees on GDAX are free to buy and sell. Just buy and hodl, we got to that. Oh, you're new here. MS BitEth, yeah, I thought so, man. Oh, sorry, MS might be missed, so either way, bro, what's this? I think I got your comment covered. Getting back to that, some really good sales now. Bittrex, but when to get in is the tough part for me. Yeah, Gregory, just getting onto that, man, that sort of links to a lot what we've been saying. Gregory Beebe just said some really good sales now on Bittrex, but when to get in is the tough part. Yeah, that's tough. So what you want to do is try and line up some levels of support, and if you can, go back to even your last forking and see how much it was affected during the last forking as a similar pattern of emerged where the money flew into Bitcoin, or flowed into Bitcoin, I should say. So I'll just show you because you are new. This is what we do to line up levels of support. Now you see here Trust has gone quite vertical. We've still got it up on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out because we need to go more than a 30-minute graph. Realistically, it comes up as 30 minutes or an hour as default. I don't recommend that. Like, start looking at your daily charts. Think long term. Unless you're a trader, that's a different story altogether. But if you get your dailies, like it makes it so much easier to follow the pattern, I think, like long term. You can see that Trustcoin has that nice upturn at the end, and that the bottoms are getting higher as we go along. So people are seeing it cheaper at a higher price, and also apart from the early pumps, the tops are actually starting to get higher as well. So good consistent growth patterns on the end of Trust. It has taken sort of a retracement in the last, like it hit big highs and ran up really, really quick, and then that causes natural profit taking. If you're looking for a place to enter, part of our crew, well, I'm probably the only one who uses it, but I use what's called the Fibonacci sequence, modified Fibonacci sequence. What I do basically is round figure, eyeball it. I don't like to go crazy with the charts, so I look at a position. If it's gone parabolic and I'm looking to get into it, I look at the last time it was stable and steady and good sideways growth. And let's say if that's at 20,000 Satoshi, and then it goes, boom, parabolic to 80,000 Satoshi, right? That's a growth of 60,000 Satoshi. What I do is I take back half of that. I go, okay, well, it's grown 60,000 Satoshi. I need to take off 30,000 Satoshi. So it's gotten to 80,000 minus the 30,000. I set my buy orders at 50,000 Satoshi. Seems crazy when it's sitting up there at 80,000. You go, I'm never going to get it that cheap. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how often it even goes lower than that. So, bit of advice. When it goes parabolic like that, stay away. It will jump back more often than not. It's going to retrace. People are going to take profit. So, yeah, that's that advice. I'm going to keep catching up with the chat because at the moment you guys are out typing what I can answer. It's because I ramble on a bit. Okay. Never owned PIVX, yep, cool. Never held it. Hourglass says, I think all altcoins are going to dip super because of the fork going on. Might be better to keep some value in BTC for a week or two so you can invest in altcoins alone. I just think if you're going to be putting money into the economy, I think you got to go with Bitcoin at the moment. Everyone else is. Sometimes you got to go with the flow. Simple as that. So, I'd grab Bitcoin, and then be prepared. Do your research. See what's coming up in November. I mean, Joe already dropped a tip on us for Bytem. I don't know what that was based around, but he said it's going to go big November, December. I can't remember what the information around that was. We know that Komodo's got the Monet's ICO coming up off the back of it. So there's a lot of things to be pre-prepared for. You should have been pre-prepared for this Bitcoin pump. You should have been. We have been. And then you got to prepare for the next psychological movement of the market, which is going to be back into altcoins, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to Bitcoin's going to half down to 2,000 and 2,500, and that's all going to flow back into altcoins. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there'll be a more steady flow of money, perhaps through Bitcoin and into the altcoin market. So it might mean that Bitcoin doesn't retrace at all. I think it will, because it's a good run up, and when you've bought at those 4,100s even a couple of days ago, you're already tempted to take profit, just because that's good short-term investing. But most people probably hang tight because they're more focused. The reason they've bought is they're more focused on getting these free coins airdrop to them. Possibly the Ledger X implementation as well. That's obviously huge news if it can bring the bigger invest, like the massive investment capital on board. Don't be mistaken. There's hedge funds out there that can just change the entire crypto economy just by saying yes to it. So if we're slowly making those connections and winning those people over, which I believe we are, we've all positioned ourselves very, very well. Whether you hold Bitcoin, altcoins, or a combination of, I think we can all agree that we've probably positioned ourselves quite well. So to all the early adopters, and honestly not even early adopters, to the people who were back in it from the start and got ridiculed and called crazy and stuck with it, well done to you, and thank you for persisting with me and getting me on board, because I really feel like this is technology that can change the game. Anyway, let's keep looking at the comments. Some great ones coming through from the regulars and from the newbies. Good to see you in. Jason Evangelinos. Late to the show. That's okay, bro. I was late on today. Tried to stream, it didn't work out at all. Oh, where was that thing that Hourglass said about getting hacked or something? Oh, here we go. This is the one I wanted to read. Hourglass likes Neo as well. Yeah, I've had a few questions about Neo as well. I had a question from one of our Discord group about wallets there. So you want to get the Neon wallet? It's on the neo.org website. I believe you can get a link to it. Man, I need one more sub to get to 120, man. And you have a lot of people. Oh, God, someone go give Kong Savage Ruthless a sub. He wants to get to 120. Go on, there you go. It's funny because I don't even really pay attention to that stuff. I did do a little celebration on the 500 subs the other day, but to me, this is just good fun, and I get so much good information out of the crew, and hopefully the crew gets a little bit back out of me, and it's just good. We've all come up with some big winners, even in a downturn market. We've done really good. So I just want to get back to something that Hourglass has been saying, because that was something that was really interesting. Oh, here it is. I bought from Coinbase today, and my Bank of America cancelled it. You got 2 subs, Agent Smith. Sweet. Sorry. Got to start track. That was weird for starters. I went, oh, what's going on there? And then Hourglass said, I called them and they said Coinbase got hacked on October 3rd. I hadn't heard anything about that, bro. This could be breaking exclusive news that well, it's definitely for me. Is it for the rest of the crypto economy? I'm not sure. They are sending me a new credit card. Laugh out loud. Sorry, I've got a sensor. That's my sensor. Crazy. Effing crazy. Crazy. This, you're making me censor again, is not safe. So, yeah, that's interesting, Hourglass. Man, I'd love to have you I wish I could have my live chat on so you could tell us about that. Hey, NZ Street Beats, good to see you. Yeah, shaved and haircut. Sorry if you've left the chat already, I'm just catching up. Yes, I had to verify it before I made... this is Hourglass continuing. Yes, I had to verify it before I made the purchase, but it's possible Coinbase is getting hacked all the time and we don't hear about it. Wow. Wow, that's dropping a bomb on us. Hourglass is not the sort of person to spread FUD, so you need... that's a good point, Eddie. Two-factor authentications, really good point. Enable all those two-factor authentications. Very difficult for your account to get hacked, as I understand it. I'm not an expert on that, but I certainly know that 2FA makes it harder, a lot harder. So, good advice there. It's an interesting point though that Hourglass has dropped there. He's not a fudder, so he's had a genuine concern. He just wants to bring it all to your attention. So saying that, you know, it's really got to be you got to be so careful with this. Jason Evangelinos has just said 2FAs but not via SMS. Do you suggest by email? I have it done by email. Maybe I shouldn't have told everyone that. Oops. Might have to change that. Google Authenticator. Yeah, I've got that as well. The thing on the app on your phone. Yeah, I got that on there. Yep, everyone's using that. Google Authenticator. Okay, so it comes up with a code, and then you punch that code in, and it's like changes every, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. So it's really good security measure. You'd actually have to have the code constantly being updated to actually hack someone's account. So that's some great advice. Yeah, it's an interesting point, Hourglass. Very good. Yeah. Hourglass just said, I'm in a position on Binance to buy more Neo. Do you think I should go for it? Your call, man. I think Neo's overpriced for the stage of development, but I think it's underpriced for the future. So it's your call. Overpriced simply because they haven't had I must check on this. Red Pulse, has that released on ICO yet? But I don't think they've had a single ICO released on the platform. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's better value in the market. Having said that, Wilkie's got a monster amount of now, and he stakes it makes gas. So there you go. I like residual income. Oh, that's my way of censoring myself, bro, because I don't like to swear, because we do get some young people in here, so I don't want to drop the big swear word. Shit, okay. I guess that's acceptable every now and again, but when someone drops an F-bomb or something, that's my censor. I'm old school. You guys know me. I'm only just picking up dabbing as a cool thing now. I did planking last week. I hear that's some new trend. Alright, let's keep going. I think I've actually made it to the end of the chart. Yeah, I have. If I've missed anything, just hit me up with it now. Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't actually... Oh, how have I done this? Now I've got off my own channel. Anyway, keep hitting me up in the chat. How many kids do I have, Eddie? Mate, I don't have any. Not that I'm aware of. No kids, no girlfriend. Living the single bachelor life. Discord group? Yeah, sure, Gregory. No problem, man. We'll get you linked in. Where are we? Crypto Wave Investment Crew. Invite people. Copy. Anyone who wants to jump in on our Discord group, you're welcome. As I always say, our rules are just based around general etiquette. So just allowing everyone to have their... Thanks, yeah, good on you, man. Chow's always onto it. So just allowing everyone to have their point of view, regardless of whether you agree with it or not. You're allowed to disagree, but just don't personally attack, don't be racist, anything like that. Nothing that discourages open discussion. That's what we want. We want an honest opinion of market sentiment. And that's why we've got all sorts of people in there who have all sorts of different favourite coins and that sort of thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a thing, like with technical analysis, I just think it ignores news, it ignores a lot of things. That's why I don't spend a lot of time over it. But it is important. It's a good way to get your good entry points, and if you want to trade a little, like I do a little bit of trading just to keep accumulating extra coins, not just BTC, ACU5. There's a few coins that I like, but yeah, to accumulate some extra BTC as well, of course. Komodo we're talking about, you guys? Alright, I'm happy to talk about Komodo because I think that's too cheap. Let's go and have a look at the market and actually see where it's sitting. See if we can see what it's done recently. But they do have the, let me get back to the chart and make sure I'm not missing anything. Like you guys are saying, Komodo's CEO's run off with all the money or something. Let me have a look. That one didn't work. Live now. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Sorry, I'm back on the chat now. I'm so bad with this stuff. Sorry, I'm catching up. I haven't looked into it. It's a boomer. What does it do? Jump on Discord sometime later. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys are talking about Komodo and Neo, basically. Komodo's, what they're doing is the reason I like Komodo is they're positioning themselves very well in the real business world by making an alliance with a company called Monets. Now, Monets are actually registered in the separate countries in Europe, so they have a foothold in dealing with the business world already. Now, they're also going to release their own coin off the Komodo platform. I believe there's a 5% ownership agreement between Komodo and Monets. So a lot of good things about it. I like Komodo. I like the way they're positioning themselves in Europe. That's the main thing I like about Komodo, their European presence. There were a couple of other really good things I liked about it. I'd have to go back to my research notes to have a look at it all. But yeah, I've been holding and stacking up on Komodo. Going forward, if they can work with Monets on their ledger and integrate businesses throughout Europe that already have to be registered, they're already set up to do all this stuff. So to me, that's cool. And I think that's really going to add to Komodo's value as a company going forward, having made this strategic alliance. It also shows that they're actively thinking about the future and where they need to be. Because it's not just about being... Crypto, to make a transition into the real world, we can't just appeal to technologically savvy people. I'm sorry, that's not how it's going to be. We've got to appeal to the lowest common denominator in terms of tech idiots. This guy right here. So, yeah, I think that by really working hard on helping the European business public to understand the advantages of crypto economy, they can certainly position themselves well in Europe to do quite well after the money starts flowing back from Bitcoin forks into the altcoin market, as I predicted probably will. All right, let's catch up on the cat. Coin Hyped, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, Coin Hype said, once ease of access comes in, boom. Exactly, bro. Exactly. People are just scared of new stuff. I've seen it all my life. All my life. It takes someone to go and break the... To tread that path first. I see it in surfing all the time. I surf breaks by myself regularly, and I'll be the only one surfing there. I'll get a couple of good waves, and then everyone else is over there. But the rest of them are all surfing on one little tiny bank because everyone else is. Where's the sense in that? I go and get 50 waves to myself when I'm surfing on a bank that looks better to me, and there's no one on it. And then, unfortunately, the sheep come. But my point is, it's that's people. People are sheep. That's my honest opinion. So once more and more people get comfortable with it, more and more people will get comfortable with it. You won't surf over rocks, reefs? Yeah, well, some pretty good scarring on my legs and around it from that. Yeah, I live Agent Smith. I'd snap a rocks, man. The first leg of the world tour is held less than a kilometre from my house. And Duranbar Beach is my favourite. Like just that way a little bit. It's about 900. Oh, it's about 1.5k to Duranbar from here. About 900 metres to the Coolangatta main beach. Some of the nicest beaches in the world if you have a look at them on Google and that, and have a look at Snapper Rocks and Rainbow Bay and Little Marley and Kira. They're all 2 kilometres, 3 kilometres from my house, so I'm very lucky. Yeah, but reefs and rocks don't bother me. I'm more worried about the sharks. Hey, I'm a wombat. Something does smell fishy indeed. It's because I don't look like a wombat anymore. Well, it's starting to come back. Man, I was watching some videos. I took that interview with Jamie Dimon, of course, when I still had my beard, and I really did look like a wombat. So, it's good to see you. Good to see you, I'm a wombat. Not much up, bro. Just talking crypto as usual. Yeah, welcome to Good Point, Chow. A lot of newcomers. Good to see you all in the chat. It's probably after becoming famous because I got that massive interview. You know, the funny thing is I think my crypto videos have had a lot more views than my bodyboarding videos. I was Australian captain, for goodness sake. Can people start liking bodyboarding? Yeah, so, yeah, as I said earlier, by the way, I got a confirmation today of a new rider signed up with PIVX, so pretty happy with that. She's going to be starting on the team in November. She's a great up-and-coming talent. I'm just stoked to have her on board. Let's see, Ethercept in the chat, good to see you. As of 2 days ago, I'm out of everything. BTC, Ripple, Verge, Lumens, Monero, sold out. Sold OMG today, first at lost trade. Oh, okay, man, what are you doing? Just holding back? And are you... You're out of BTC? That's interesting. What, are you just waiting until the dust settles down, or have you lost faith in the crypto economy? Just wondering what your strategy is there, or if you have a reason to be jumping back into the fiats. Like, no, you know me, man. No judgment, no disrespect. I'm just trying to understand the play there. So yeah, if you can fill us in on why you've dumped every coin in the market, that'd be great. Hashtag NO2X. Oh, no 2X. Yeah, okay. You're talking about B2X. Yeah, no, I don't like it either. I'm with you on that one. I'm a wombat. Not a massive fan. I don't mind BTG as something different because it offers, you know, GPU mining, so that's interesting, but B2X, don't understand it. Never understood Bitcoin Cash. Just seems like a cash grab. So, yeah, out of those three forks, yeah, Bitcoin Gold at least provides something different in my opinion. CoinHype has said, I've had all my money on the sidelines waiting for that golden opportunity after 4x in November. I'm a Wildbat says, I like BTG, think it's a good difference. Yeah, I'm the same, man. But can you see the point in B2X? I can't. I think there's better solutions going to be found for scalability. Do we really need that coin? I don't think so. I'd be happy to wait for my BTG. Like before I start trading back into other altcoins, I'd be happy to wait for my BTG, and I don't even care about the B2X. You can keep it. Yeah, but, well, I don't know. There's no guarantees. Hourglass has just said, I think it's a good strategy because BTC is going up guaranteed. There's no guarantees. TNC. Yeah, nice comment, TNC. I don't know if that's aimed at me being a surfer. Yeah, Waves I got into really early. It was one of the earlier ones that I got into. TNC's just asked what I think about Waves. Waves is one I got into really early in the economy. I was so eager to get into coins at that stage, I didn't really do the research that I should have. So numbers on the top of that, off the top of my head, and the value proposition, the reasons I got into it, I'm not really sure. I do hold a Waves wallet at the moment, so obviously there's an advantage in being able to hold the coins available on the Waves platform. I've got a couple of coins in there. I can't even remember what I've got in there. I went a bit ICO crazy at one stage. Not like heaps of money, like $40, $50 here and there. And I just, I hold coins in that many wallets. But yeah, Waves I like. I think it was undervalued last time I checked too, like realistically. Oh, they got big news coming with Swift on the 10th of October. That's interesting. Really interesting. Swift is in the bank payment system. Is that what you're talking about, TNC? That's interesting. Tomorrow. Cool, man. Cool. Like to get ahead of those announcements. Thanks for dropping the news on us, bro. That's really, really appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, so That's cool, bro. Thank you for dropping that news. That's what we do here. You know, we all help each other out with that news. We can discuss that on Discord now and see what we think it's going to do. But usually, you know, that's if it's some sort of affiliation that's going to allow them to, you know, Swift is the payment system that the banks use to generate ridiculous numbers of transactions per second. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going completely off the top of my head and completely unresearched on this one. But if Waves is sort of going to be able to integrate some sort of Swift payment system, it is more expensive, for sure. But in terms of scalability, in terms of speed, I guess that's going to be a really positive thing. Oh, that's just interesting. Really interesting info. Thank you, TNC. Great info. We'll look more into that, man, because TNC's just said that. I'll bring this up here so you guys can hear me. TNC's just said they're having another conference with them about 2 weeks later where they are attending the Swift conference. So that's cool. Swift is partnered with Link. Damn it, I need to work on music. Ha ha ha. Hourglass, funny. CoinHype said I was in Verge XVG from 45 sats, sold at 160. I got to sell at 194 over on Cryptopia on that one. And risk took too long. Yeah, cool. Swift and Swell conferences are being held at the same time and near each other. That's cool. Swift Swell. We could use some Swift Swell on the Gold Coast, man. I was supposed to be competing up at the Sunshine Coast yesterday, and there's just nothing. I suppose it gives me time to talk crypto, but I'd like to be surfing. CoinHype, I'm in since 100 sats, going to hold long term. Yeah, I always liked Verge. I told you guys that yesterday. Yeah, you probably were CoinHype. I got into Verge a while ago. You were probably certainly one of the first people to bring it up on this channel. But Verge, it was one of the early ones I got into the crypto economy. I can't remember exactly when I could check my first buy on it. I'd go and check the date on it. That's cool. I'd have to go and do that on Bittrex. I could do it. Let me have a look at my first buy order, see when I first got into Verge. You can do that, right? Orders? I think you can. I'm going to have a look. Oh, no, I have to go to wallets. Go to the trade thing, because I sold out of it. Yeah, I got into it a while ago, man, Verge. Don't mind it. I always like the anonymous coins coming in. Verge were always ticking off the development roadmaps as well. I wrote an article called Buy in July, Verge. So it was definitely before then that I was in. So it was actually before I got onto YouTube. I'm not going to look up the date, but I remember that article is actually over on my Steemit account. And it was based around their Android wallet being released in July from memory. New tech, you know what I mean? It's always going to help price action. So yeah, I can't remember exactly what price I got into it at. It might have been 1/3%, 0.4%, I can't remember. But I know that I got sales up at around 0.7%, somewhere around that mark. So it's good gains, right? Really good gains. I still like it, by the way. I still hold a bit. Every company is going to have some kind of coin in the future. Hourglass says, yeah, it's going to be a flooded market. You've got to be careful, eh? There's going to be a lot of coins that crash. But it's the same with investing in anything. There's going to be a lot of companies that crash. There's going to be a lot of stocks that crash. There's going to be a lot of commodities that crash. There's going to be a lot of fiats that crash. It's just, we just have bigger swings on a daily basis because it's such a infant stage of our market and technology. Oh yeah, really cool. They might get on, Verge might get on Twitter for tipping, is apparently one of the rumours going around. Yeah, I think Verge are doing an atomic swap soon as well. Yeah, Verge was the one rumoured to do the atomic swap soon, so that can certainly, I'd say it's with Litecoin. I'm not 100% sure of that, but it's just my guess. Oh, is it? Ripple's going down now. Agent Smith. Must be the Russians. It's a little inside joke me and Agent Smith have. So let's just have a quick look. I will sign out soon, but let's have a look at the market and see where it's at. We didn't really talk about a lot. Oh, I suppose we talked about a bit of crypto today. It's more about that big Bitcoin stuff. I mean, that's really where the focus is at the moment. Oh, did Red Pulse sell out, did it? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Agent Smith has to be the Russian. Yeah, Red Pulse might have sold out. I always thought it was a good value. My concern with that is, what if the Chinese government just flat out try and shut it down?
Catch a fish.
Awesome tour. See you later. To Atomic Swap with BTC. Oh, they're doing it with BTC? Okay, cool. That's interesting to make your coins anonymous again. That's a really cool idea. Really, really cool idea. Verge, I like them. I like what they do. I love PIVX. I like Verge. Yeah, Grant. Good to see you, man. Grant's just said when the blood's in the street, just buy, even if it's your own. Yeah, no, I'm the same, man. I like. I've stacked up on some PIVX. I got some good buys on it. I might even jump in some more because I'm looking long term on that. I was holding some BTC for the fork, but honestly, I'd rather grab the PIVX than the BTG or the B2X. So I might grab PIVX while it's cheap today. We'll have a look. I'll just have a quick look at the market so we can see which direction the money is flowing at the moment. When I got onto the stream and first loaded up, we were sitting at 151.8 billion with a BTC dominance of 50.4. Yeah, ARK, awesome, Grant. Grant, with you on ARK, man. I like ARK, side bridge technology, really clever. No side chains, it's actually bridging two different blockchains together. I love that. PIVX is treating me great, mate. You've seen our run up. We got our wallet release. I got my new wallet. I'm writing a rap every day. I don't know why I committed to that, but I am. I haven't looked at the Ethereum ICO, no. Second to be based off of Now blockchain. Thank you, TNC. Yeah, ARK's good. I like it, Lightspeed. Good project. Too cheap at the moment. I picked up some more of that as well. Picked up a few of the altcoins, like I said, on that rundown overnight. Yeah, well, PIVX is a great... Look, I tell you why I like PIVX on my Wombat, because it's easy. I can put it in my wallet and stake it. I've had multiple staking bonuses. I got another one a few days ago. That's easy for me to understand. It's easy for me to earn residual income. I make payments on bills. I will load up a video after this. I paid my bodyboarding registration for a competition using PIVX by raising money at the Slack group. I went over and said, I got this comp. Do you guys reckon I should go in it and represent PIVX there? And they're just like, yeah, do it. Donated me the money, and I just went over to living room of Satoshi and paid my registration for the bodyboarding comp. Now if I win, I'll make money at the comp. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, thanks to the PIVX community for sponsoring me into that event as well. I'm looking forward to that. DK sessions down at Port Macquarie. Some awesome riders going down there. It's going to be a hectic event. Be lucky to make it past round one. The guys riding down there are awesome. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey Z. Oh, Z's messaging me on Messenger. That's not even on the chat. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to check out, guys. I just wanted to have a quick update of the market, but it was sitting at 151.8 with a 50.4% dominance. Let's do an update and see if it's moved at all. I think you're going to see Bitcoin dominance, yeah, 50.6. It's gone up a little bit more. So, and we're at 151.7. Now, there's no money, extra money flowed into the economy. Unfortunately, that means the altcoins are going to be continuing that bloodbath. Personally, for me, I'm not going to sell now. Not anything that I sold a bit, as I said, last couple of days. I was getting myself ready for that. I told you guys that. Now, I was getting myself ready for this action that we're seeing right now. So, I'm not really needing to make a move at this stage other than to maybe look at some really, really cheap stuff that I will trade my BTC in for because it's just gone too far. It's gone over the top with some coins. And then, yeah, maybe trade a little bit. We'll see what happens. But I think I positioned myself well a week ago for this move. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to plan ahead. So for me, the next move that you've got to be planning for is you move back into altcoins, because I think that's where the flow of money is going to go. I did see an interesting, just to close up on ICOs, I saw one come up called Beluga ICO, Beluga Pay. Now they're already working with 100 companies, which made me interested. They're already working with 100 companies, meaning they've already got payment systems since it's already being used as a form of currency. That's pretty cool. So Beluga Pay, I think, is the thing. I haven't really looked into it. I only just literally got it come up through a YouTube ad, and I thought, actually, that looks all right. So I'm going to go have a look at that one. That's when I get time. Honestly, I'm that thin on ICO investment at the moment. Oh, that's another thing, by the way. For those of you interested, I watched this video of Julian Heisp over at 10X about investing in ICOs, and he's got a mate who actually studies the crap out of him. And he went 90x in his ICO investments in the last 12 months. Went from $1 million to $90 million. But if he'd just put $1 million in Ethereum, he would have made $45 million anyway. So, yeah, he outperformed Ethereum, but what he says is that most of the ICOs actually don't. It's few and far between. So, unless you're really researching them and know what you're getting into, you're better off just buying and holding Ethereum. That was the advice given in that chat, and I've got to say, it's not stupid. Not stupid if you don't know what you're doing with ICOs. And you don't know how to price up an ICO. That's a really important part of it. Because there can be good projects that are being well overvalued. What are you putting up there for the YouTubers? Xiao's just putting a link. Whenever Xiao puts a link up, it's important. So whatever he's got there. Xiao, I'll check it out later, man. I'm about to check out. I've been going over an hour. Got to get some lunch. I'm hungry. Alright guys, I'm going to check out for the day. Thanks for joining in for the live stream. Great to see some newbies on. Good to see all the regulars. We will get our tech sorted out so we can actually hear. Oh, it's the Julian video. Okay, thanks. Yeah, have a look at that one. It's cool. Yeah, we'll get the tech sorted out so we can actually hear Xiao and hear Crypto K and all those people. Yeah, you take it easy too, Coin Hyped. I always do, bro. Never stress too much. Life's too short. Alright guys, I'm going to check out. Good to see you all. We'll have back tomorrow for another cryptocurrency discussion. I don't even know what we'll talk about. Whatever I feel like when I wake up. See you tomorrow. Peace out.